Welcome back to Omaha Unsupervised. It's good to be live. This episode was supposed to be in February, but that little blizzard set us back. I had to completely rewrite my monologue. I was confident the Omaha Dome was going to protect us. I thought it was going to be a light dusting. I had 3 jokes about climate change in that monologue. I would have looked silly, okay? I think these will be much better. In entertainment news, the gay hockey drama Heated Rivalry received the highest TV show rating of all time on a Russia rating site, despite anti-homosexuality laws and no official release in the country, unlike the Russian audience who released while watching. The cottage from Heated Rivalry will be available to rent early March for excited fans of the show. So far, just roommates have booked. The latest in science, Colossal Biosciences is facing controversy after working to revive woolly mammoths. I know what you're all thinking. Yes, there are 7 Jurassic Park movies. Locally, 2 tax programs in Nebraska have cost the state $1.2 billion after companies continued to collect incentives while withdrawing from the state. Go Big Reds! Just not a chant. It's financial policy. Last week, a sinkhole opened up in the city, swallowing 2 cars because we didn't have enough evidence the world was literally falling apart. Before we end tonight's monologue, I want to congratulate the winners of the 20th Annual Omaha Entertainment Arts Awards. Special shout out to Zach Peterson for winning Outstanding Comedian, the Weisenheimers for winning Outstanding Comedy Ensemble, and Patrick Kilcoyne for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Play. All excellent artists I've had the pleasure of performing with or learning from. Great work, everyone. We've got a great show for you tonight. Nick and Tim are here from the musical improv team Bad Pitches. Stick around. Well, guys, welcome, everyone. This is Nick and Tim. Let's give a warm welcome to these 2 gentlemen joining us tonight.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome, guys. So you guys are on Bad Pitches.
Yes.
I had the pleasure, because you guys, how many are on your team?
7.
7.
Yeah.
7 on your team. We couldn't get you all in here studio, so you're here repping tonight. You're doing awesome. And I had the pleasure of recording you at your show at the Backline. What was that? The 31st. January 31st, and it was a fantastic show, and we've got a wonderful clip featuring the both of you. So let's check that clip out right now.
We are so lucky tonight, you guys. We have a singer from Broadway here tonight. Yes, a singer from Broadway with 3 heads. They have come from the Great White Way to sing for us. Each head can only sing 1 word at a time, but that will not stop them. They're going to perform their hits from their new musical, the song from that musical. What's that song?
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Carol Adams for Mickey. Heart. Tip. I want you to know that I love you. No, that's the way I put my chip. That's I know it's love. It's true. That's my heart is in you. And everyone knows that we love, love, love. Fine. You. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes when you are thinking about my ship, because Arch. And
Oh my gosh, I love that clip so much. Nick, tell me what it's like being up there doing that, because that's, so for those of you who don't know, that's a game. It's a modified improv game. Dr. Know-It-All, three-headed expert, maybe some of the names. So each person can only say one word. You're doing that musically, trying to stay in tone, trying to keep the correct pitch, trying to, and you're listening, right, to your performers. How do you make sure that flows? Because that's got to be tough.
Well, I mean, first things I want to say is we are called bad pitches for a reason. So I was quite in tone for sure.
Well, I thought it sounded great.
I mean, we do sound really good, I will admit, but it's difficult. I mean, a common thing most improvisers say is just after you get done, it's like I can't remember anything I said or did, and that's definitely true for that game. So
you kind of hit the flow state maybe, and you just really get it. Yeah, I can totally see that. And that was awesome. You were with Kate Wigg and Carol Hauser, and they're excellent improvisers on the team. How long has this team been performing together?
I would say we just realized it was 2 years.
Almost 2 years, I think.
Almost 2 years. That's sweet. Did you guys come together naturally, or was it like you were all kind of searching? How did you guys form? Because obviously, your team. I would say your team is probably fairly unique within the improv community, right? You're doing short form, and you're doing musical short form. I know there's some other teams out there that do that, but I feel like you guys are super strong. You guys are performing a lot, obviously, and you perform together numerous times. You could just tell that in your chemistry. But how did you guys come together like that?
I actually kind of like our origin story. It's kind of fun. We took a musical improv class. A couple of our members, our origin members, I should say, which was like Adam, Kate, and me. Okay. And I think a few others. But and after that class, I got an email from specifically Adam saying, "The greatest improv team ever to be formed" was the subject title. Like, that is extremely ambitious. Sure, I'll say yes to that. Right. So, and that's where we started. And it was literally 6 months of just figuring out what we wanted to do. It was an arduous process. We lost a few people that we wanted to form the team with by the time we even got it figured out. Right. So,
well, because you're trying to nail down form, you're trying to nail down, I'm assuming, games and stuff. And how do you guys have like a selection of games that you normally play during your shows?
We do. We've got a list, and we keep our run orders from week to week.
Oh, sweet.
So we can always go back and look and say, hey, what have we done? What was really good? Right. We also do a lot of workshopping stuff. A lot.
That's sweet.
Yeah, a lot of short form. You make a new short form game by taking 2 old short form games and bolting them together.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, we do. We try to identify things that are fun that we see in other shows and go, can we add a musical element?
Right. Yeah, that's that's super tough. I really give anyone kudos who does musical improv. It's a talent, but it's also a skill, and you guys have learned it very well. Some of my favorite clips that we didn't show tonight, but you guys do a genre song, right? That country song was so funny. I really love that. I know that was Nathan Dunham, and I think it was Nick. Yep. That's what I thought. Yeah. So you guys just really hit it out of the park. So how often are you performing? Let me ask that first. How often are you guys performing?
We have one regular show a month.
Oh, sweet.
And that we, and then probably we're starting to look for other opportunities to perform.
Awesome.
Right now, about one other time a month.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So our regular show is every third Saturday at the Blackstone Theater.
Third Saturday at Blackstone.
Which would be the 21st, the next one. But
oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Is that kind of like your guys' home base?
Yeah.
Is that where you guys based out of? And do you guys, so here's the thing for me, we were talking about this before we came on, you were asking me if you could curse and stuff. Do you guys do a lot of family friendly? Because I feel like for the most part during that show, like that was some of the raunchiest you guys got was that song, but of course you're dealing with the audience suggestion, just the tip, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance that, right? How do you balance that? And do you guys go blue a lot of the time or not?
We do. We're not family friendly. We
No,
actually
you're
had,
not family friendly.
Yeah, we
Okay.
actually had someone ask a couple of weeks ago if we would play a kids party.
Oh no!
And yeah, I think we are probably not the best to do that, but other teams at Blackstone are family friendly.
Okay, there are family friendly teams at
Yeah,
Blackstone.
I think we just haven't gotten the habit. Could we? Maybe, but like
Yeah.
we're just so used to
Right.
just going straight for. And we have some games that are I don't know, hint on like
doing an R&B slow grind song.
Exactly.
Right.
It's gonna head that direction.
Right.
So.
And that was actually, I will say, all the genre songs and that's I assume that's part of your form. Do you always hit on 3 genres? Is it always the same 3 genres?
No, we rotate a little bit, and we're trying
Okay.
to work new genres in. We had a class with Matt Geiler.
Okay, sweet.
Earlier or late last year, and that's a lot of what he does. So we started trying to think of some things that we can work in from that. So
Nice. That's awesome. Obviously, we love Matt here. Matt, friend of the show. Matt was our second episode. If anyone remembers that, Matt came on and did some amazing. He did some freestyle songs for us. That was awesome. And that's awesome that, you guys are out there learning from these other performers. I think that's what improv's about, right? I was going to ask you, practice, you do it for a reason. You get those you get those moments out, those crazy moments. Obviously, the audience, some of those moments the audience are never going to hear about, even see. And that's what they're for, right? To get all those kinks out of the road. But I want you guys to tell me one of your favorite moments from a practice, someone who cracks you up maybe during practice. Because I'm imagining you're spending a lot of time doing this to really refine this form in these games. Because you guys, I know the audience didn't get to see it, but you guys were sharp in that theater. And the audience loved you. They were so warm. It was a great night, really. So tell me about that.
One that comes to mind was a doo-wop song we did.
Okay.
It was kind of a lot of things take some workshopping and tweaking and practice and getting feedback from each other. But this one was kind of lightning in a bottle. We found a music track that worked really well. We found got a suggestion that was really good. We do, background singing, dancing, things like that. And just the first time we did it, it was like, I wouldn't change a thing. That was that's just right.
Sometimes it clicks in like that. Really, it does. It does. Do you guys ever? I mean, if you guys feel like a really fun team. I mean, I know all your members. You guys seem to have this really great chemistry. Do you guys crack each other up? Do you guys break on stage quite a bit? I feel like some of those moments of that country song, there were a few moments of that country song, you and Nathan Dunham were like right here, staring lovingly into each other's eyes as it was going on. And even in
singing about their STDs.
Right. And so, I don't know if I'd be able to handle that. Sometimes I feel like I'd have to step back, right, and just collect myself.
I mean, audiences seem to love when you crack on stage. So I don't ever stress if I do. I try not to just because, but it happens pretty often, I'll be honest, especially if you get a silly prompt where it's just like, oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of physical comedy of just like being, using like really close space with like someone you've known for quite a few years. Right up in their face and be like, I hope you're okay with this because I know you're okay with this because we've done this before, but this is really close.
It's that learned trust, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I kind of feel like it's a mixed bag because I try to keep it together on stage, but there's also like an exhilaration of I'm so jealous of the thing you did. I wish I had done it.
Yeah, I get the same way. Sometimes you hit a rhyme, I'm like, ah.
Well, that's kind of how because I do musical improv. So I'm sitting there. I filmed that. So obviously, sorry about the camera work, guys. That's on me. You heard me chuckle there a few times in that video, but
that's what we.
Yeah, that's what
that's
we want.
Yeah. Perfect. But there were a few times where I was sitting back there like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. Like I was really right there, kind of at the edge of my seat, just like, oh, if I was there, this is what I would do. Maybe it pulls me out of the moment just a little bit, but you're bringing so much fun that it's really hard for me to resist wanting to like join in, or like I could see how you could get the audience really involved, and that audience, like they were eager they wanted to perform with you guys. I could feel it in the room. That's awesome. I love all of that. What do you think has been the most difficult moment as this team?
I think in my mind, probably like a team for 2 years, you're going to have some turnover for teammates. I think people's lives change, schedules change. We've had a few core members, but it's been tough, losing some members that like we really wanted to be a part of the team. We're excited about. But I mean, I am so happy with the team member we have now. Is all for the best in the long run.
You guys, it's
so fun. But yeah, there were some times where like I don't know if we have enough people to do this show this month. We're like desperately asking for people. So
last month, we had to call in a few favors and reach out to some people because that flu or whatever was going around.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
we do an hour-long show. We need a little space, so we try to make sure that we've got enough people that you don't have to be on stage all the time.
Right.
So we called in a couple of friends that came out to help us out with that.
That's awesome. That's super. I mean, obviously you're gonna have those tough moments as a team, right? Well, and it's hard too because you're looking. You can ask an improviser, say, "Hey, do you want to come do some improv?" But as soon as you say, "Hey, you want to come do some musical improv?" People are kind of, they get a little gun shy. Oh, I don't know about that. You want me to sing in front of these people? But it's so fun. I think anyone who gets a chance should really go check out your show. I had a great time that night. You guys obviously put on a fantastic show. I just want to talk to you a little bit about your improv journeys now, individually. How'd you get started? What led you to musical improv, and where do you think you're going from there?
I've been doing this since I actually started during the pandemic. Fun fact.
Okay.
So my first couple of shows had like less than 10 people in the audience. And like all of our scenes involved us from like 6 feet apart with masks on.
Right.
So I didn't do an actual show in front of like a full audience for almost a full year after I started improviser. And I was like so nervous.
That's tough.
They're like, "You've done this before, right?" I'm like, "But not in front of people." So
that was a tough time to start.
Yeah, but since then, I don't know. You just really dive into it. You do teams and shows, and you just get used to it, and it becomes a big part of your life. So
awesome! I love that.
Yeah, I was last weekend was the 15th anniversary of the Backline celebration.
Yes, congratulations to the Backline.
Yeah,
and so I heard someone there kicked out the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rumor is true.
The rumor is true. Okay, perfect. Were you there for that?
Yes, we were performing, but there was also people were getting up on stage talking about how they got started at the Backline and doing improv, and there was a common theme that resonated for me. I needed a third space. I started post-COVID, but there was a lot of spending time at home, not knowing how to do things when I needed to get out of the house, and it was, for me, it was dumb luck. Dylan was running a workshop. A sponsored ad came up in my Facebook feed, so I said, "Okay, I'll try this."
Sweet, and you just jumped aboard. That's awesome that you did that. I don't think a lot of people are that eager, but that's all. I'm glad that you did. I've had the pleasure of performing with you both excellent performers. I've had a lot of fun on stage with both of you. I'm so glad that you were able to do the show tonight. Of course, it's terrible. I'm mentioning this again because I'm still bummed that our show got snowed out in February. Right before we got snowed out, there was a snow sculpting competition that was like 60 degrees. And I thought, well, this is ridiculous. I know we're getting all off. I thought, well, that's a little ridiculous. They're having a snow sculpting competition. And then the next day we weren't we couldn't perform. Nothing. No, it was no show. And I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I'm the crazy one. But it's awesome that you were able to get out and get in that space. And obviously, if you didn't, where would Bad Pitches be? You know?
I don't know if it would exist, honestly. So yeah, probably not.
Do you guys have a favorite musical improv game that you play?
I really love in the country genre. Me and Nathan have done it the last couple times, and we just connect really well on it. And I even have some clips of like some of the things I like send to my friends, like, look how good of improviser I am. You can watch this. Right. Which like, I don't know, it's good to have like just something that I feel like very confident in.
That's awesome.
Fun. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we do I think kind of our signature game is a boy band song, which is a ton of fun, and it puts together all the pieces. It's the singing, and it's improvising, dancing, and choruses and verses, trying to keep all the plates spinning, involving the audience. It was fantastic. Good way to end the show. Yeah.
It was fantastic. I wasn't expecting it. When you guys came out as the boy band, I loved it. I thought it was a great way to end your show. That's so fantastic. And you guys did get the footage. So are you planning on posting these clips? I think people would love to see these clips.
Yeah, I'm working on editing things into clips right now.
Sweet.
Bad Pitches are on Instagram and Facebook, so
awesome.
I'll be sharing them on there.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that I'm just thinking about. I can see you in my mind how you guys were all positioned that night. Of course, I felt terrible. I was blocking people's way. I had the camera right. I'm like, oh no, because it was really awesome to see, and I really wasn't expecting it. I think your guys' show layout and form is really well done. You can tell you've taken the time to kind of plan those moments, and each beat follows the next really well. Obviously, and this is improv. I want to be very clear. Kind of sounds like I'm talking about sketch, but it's improv. You guys are making this all up on the spot, and it flows excellently. And so many opportunities for the audience to really enjoy that. And you did I can't remember how you had it phrased. Was this your first game where you each person set a line, and then you one by one,
the
is it Survivor?
Beastie Rap.
Beastie Rap. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it's something we do a form of for warm-ups, just get ourselves into the headspace of not just rhyming, but setting each other up to do it.
Right.
So
I was going to ask about that warm-ups. Are they pretty extensive? Because you got to protect your voice, right? And you really have to place a focus on that, especially when you're doing any sort of singing, right?
Yeah, we try to warm up the best we can. And just being in the right mental space too is kind of difficult. So sometimes
we've kind of got it down to, we know a couple of things that will help us out. And if somebody says, hey, I'm feeling tense, can we do something, a physical warm up? Great. But we do a rhyming game and a singing game, and then we're start focusing on the show.
Like a pre-show ritual.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's sweet. Do you guys have personal pre-show rituals?
Specifically, one of my favorites is every time we're in the green room waiting, Tim about falls out of the chair. Without exception, this has been going on for over a year now. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
It's an office chair that has the lock on the side to hold it in position. And then I will stretch back and boom, and I act like a dog that has seen its own tail every single time.
It's funnier, like every single time. Again, a year's worth of shows. Just imagine just getting funnier every single time. Never stop. I love that. By the way.
Well, right, like you do it once maybe on accident, then it happens again. It's like, okay, well you got the third time. It's a pattern. It's like, well, now I'm doing this. Every show has been successful after this. I got to keep doing it. You know what I mean? That's what I don't have too many pre-show rituals, but sometimes if I really need to get in the headspace, I put in my headphones. I start listening to my music. I'm like, it's kind of terrible. It's like, oh, I'm going to listen to my music to make me funny. It's like, well, sometimes I just need to be a little amped up before I go out there. Like, what can I do to get a little elevated? So, no, that's awesome. I love that you guys have that pre-show ritual. And be safe. Don't fall. Do not fall.
So far, it has not been a problem.
That is very good.
If I'm not on stage one day, I don't know why.
That'll be why.
Oh, no, he didn't come out on stage. What happened? Well, he's in a coma in the back room. No help has been called.
That show has to go on. That's
right. So, exactly. Do you guys have any plans in the future to start expanding what you're doing? I know right now you're doing a lot of short form. Are you planning on doing any long form or any musical sketch and expanding your repertoire? I know what you're doing now is fantastic. I would love to see more. I want more.
Yeah, I think we are.
We've talked about it a little bit. Yeah, especially like doing something like a special occasion, a holiday show or
That would be
something like
sweet.
that. It would be a lot of fun, but we weren't ready,
Right.
this holiday season, so have kind of put that on the back burner.
That is okay.
But yeah, it's a good idea. I think we should.
I would love to see you guys do some sort of holiday special. That would be fantastic. Bad Pitches caroling or something like that. I don't know. Just you said holiday special. That was where my mind went.
And in particular, I think we're looking to maybe do like some traveling. We're thinking about going to Des Moines, maybe sign up for some festivals, things like that. But
that would be great.
We're just trying to decide what direction we want to go as a team. I mean, with as many members as we have, we all kind of have to be on the same page. But I
100%.
think I see us going that way for sure. Just everyone seems to like our shows. We get a lot of regular attendees, and why not? So
that's sweet. Are you guys planning on doing more shows at the Backline? I mean, you just got a slot at the Warehouse.
Yep.
So congratulations. When is that show?
That's April 10th at 9 p.m.
April 10th at 9 p.m. Check that out. It's a new venue opening up here in Omaha over on 13th Street, right over by Beercade 2.
Yeah.
So you guys will be there. That'll be great. I can't wait to get over there and see you there. You're performing at the Backline now. That was one show. Are you planning on doing more over there?
Yeah, I think we had a good time. I think it was a good show.
It was excellent.
I think, we were there for the anniversary show last week. So
that's right.
I'm sure we'll have something coming up there.
Awesome. Well, great work, guys. Please check them out as much as you can. Follow them on their social medias. That is Bad Pitches at.
So it's Bad Pitches on Facebook, Bad Pitches Omaha on Instagram.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. I really appreciated hearing about the team. I cannot wait to get out and see you again. And you know what? Because I'm going to invite myself. If you ever have an open slot and you want someone to perform, I would love to hop up on stage with you.
Heck yeah.
You guys are a fantastic team. I love what you're doing in the scene, and keep on doing that, guys. I really appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you, Austin.
Yeah, of course. Let's give these guys a round of applause for being here. Thank you so much.
Stop.
Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Live in it a little bit. Yeah, no, you guys are excellent. Thank you so much for watching tonight. This has been Omaha Unsupervised. You can check us out third Thursdays of the month, unless we get snowed out. We'll see. This month, we'll have one more show, and you can see the Woo Show coming to us. That's Dylan Oakes and Todd Dillon.
Yep.
So it's going to be a great show. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Thank you.